Hello friends, and welcome to Looking at the Markets with David Model. Do you like to buy high? No, I know what you're thinking. No, that's not what I meant. What I meant was, do you like to buy a stock when it's at its 52-week high price, meaning the highest price that it's been in for the past year? That goes against my nature. I tend to prefer to buy stocks when they're low and then sell them when they're high. But if the research and the data says that it's profitable to buy stocks at their 52-week high, then maybe it doesn't matter what my gut feeling is or what my nature is, because the research and the data is probably more important than what I feel. So, well, first of all, I'll show you one way that you can find stocks at their 52-week high. This is finviz.com. And I am not being paid to make this video by FinViz or anybody like that. So, it's a pretty good stock screener, but there are other ones. You don't have to use this one. And so you might go to the screener button there on FinViz at the top, and then you can go to the descriptive tab. And I chose large cap stocks because I'm more familiar with them. They're easier probably to research maybe, but there's some really good small caps and micro caps and mid caps as well. And then you can go to the technical tab and go to 52-week high or low, and then go to new high, and that should get you the stocks that just today achieved their 52-week high price. And I'm just curious to see which ones did. Let me go to page 1, and I look for familiar names, ones that I've researched before, like Chipotle, and it'll bring up the chart there, and indeed it is at the 52-week high. Yeah, it's above $600 a share. Salesforce, that's a familiar name. Okay, and look at that, 52-week high. Yep. I'm just curious to see if there are any other 52-week highs there. We have O'Reilly Automotive. Looks like it broke out of a range there. And then Shopify. Okay, definitely breaking out to the upside. And Starbucks, almost reaching $70 a share. After
PayPal Instant Transfer has been an integral part.
Sorry about that. Advertising. Starbucks reaching almost $70 a share after being in the 60s for a long time. All right, so that's one way to search. Just look out for those advertising spots there on FinViz. But hey, they have to pay for the website somehow, right? All right, so here's some research. It's old, all right, but it's from the Journal of Finance. And I like journal articles if they're from reputable publications because they really do their due diligence. They really do their research. All right. And let's see what they found. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'll put a link in the description below this video to this journal article, and you can decide for yourself whether this is valid. And what they did was they concluded through the research that what happens is when a stock reaches its 52-week highs, traders are slow to react to the good news because a stock whose price is at or near the 52-week high is a stock for which good news recently arrived, right? That makes sense. I mean, for a stock to be at the highest price it's been at for the past year, probably had some catalyst, some good news to make it go that way. And they're saying in this paper, the authors are saying that when it gets there, traders, they reacted to the good news, but they're a little bit slow to react to it. So, more traders will come in and react a little bit later to the good news and push the stock up even higher. That's what they're saying. And let's see what else they had to say about that. They found that nearness to the 52-week high is a better predictor of future returns than past returns even. Wow. And that nearness to the 52-week high had predictive power, whether or not stocks have experienced extreme past returns. That's really interesting. So let's see why it happens. Well, we kind of explained it already. Traders are slow to react. They react gradually to the good news. And this is a little bit more of an explanation there. When good news has pushed a stock's price near or to a new 52-week high, traders are reluctant to bid the price of the stock even higher, even if the information warrants it, even if it deserves to go higher. Traders are slow to react. Maybe they're hesitant because it reached that 52-week high, and maybe traders are thinking, oh boy, it's kind of expensive now. But then the information, the good news, eventually prevails. It eventually wins out. And the price then moves up, resulting in a continuation, going even higher. Similarly, when bad news, when it goes down and hits that 52-week low kind of area, similarly, when bad news pushes the stock's price far from its 52-week high, like near the 52-week low, traders are initially unwilling to sell the stock at prices that are as low as the information implies. So, when it reaches that really, really low point, they're reluctant to sell, but then eventually the information prevails, the bad news prevails, and the price falls even further. All right, so this is the research, and I'm not going to go over all the numbers. They've got plenty of data and charts and all that good stuff. And hey, if you can understand this formula, then that's awesome. Then you're pretty good at math. All right, I have to give you credit for that. And all the data and charts are here. All right, so hey, if you want to read all that, cool. And you really should. You really should check any study or information or research for yourself. Don't just believe anything that's said out there. You have to make the final decision. And so my hesitation to buy something at the 52-week high, maybe I'm wrong about that. This research says I am. Does that mean you should take a massively large position at a stock that's at a 52-week high? No. You should research it for yourself and buy it because you want to buy it, and do your own due diligence and make your own decision. All right? And I do help people. I offer coaching. So if you want some coaching to help you decide what are some good stocks that are right for you, and you can make the final decision on that, and I help people to put together their own trading or investing plans, and you can email me if you'd be interested in that, davidmoadel@gmail.com. And hey, why don't you give this video a thumbs up, all right? Let me know in the comments section also, what do you think of this strategy? Is this crazy? Is it crazy to buy something that's at the highest point that it's been at for the past year? Or maybe it's a good momentum strategy. What do you think, all right? Hey, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, why not do that, all right? That way, hit that notification bell and you'll get notified whenever I put out a new video like this one. All right, thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. I'll talk to you again soon.
Where'd you find